If you want your house to really feel Christmassy this year, it's not enough to just put up a little tree and that's it. Today I'm going to give you 8 practical, simple and transformative tips to turn your home into a warm, magical space full of Christmas spirit, even if you don't have much time or budget. Stay until the end, because every detail I'm going to show you will make your house not only look pretty, but feel cozy, harmonious and special, the kind of home that your guests remember and that your family truly enjoys. And listen, homemaker, this is not complicated decorating, this is creating atmosphere, emotion, and memories. The first thing you need is to choose a Christmas scent for your home, because before anyone sees your tree or your lights, the first thing they perceive is the smell. And that, homemaker, has enormous power. Scent is what awakens emotional memory, those warm memories from childhood, from grandma's kitchen, from the gifts, from family gatherings. That's why, if you manage to make your home smell like Christmas, you practically already have half of the atmosphere created without any visual effort. You can choose the scent that connects with you the most. Cinnamon for a sweet, homey feeling, apple for a warm atmosphere, orange for festive freshness, pine to bring the essence of the forest into your living room, vanilla if you want a warmer, more enveloping touch. And you don't need to spend money on expensive decorations. A simple diffuser with essential oil, a scented candle lit at key moments of the day, or even a pot with boiling water, orange peels, a couple of cloves and a stick of cinnamon can fill your entire house with a delicious fragrance. That soft steam that moves through the hallways transforms your home into a cozy and deeply Christmassy space. In addition, a good scent makes the house feel cleaner and more cared for, even if you haven't finished decorating. That's why starting with smell is like turning on Christmas from the inside, invisible, inexpensive, and absolutely magical. Second, define a color palette. And this is where many homemakers complicate things for no reason. It's not about having lots of ornaments, but about choosing 2 or 3 colors that are repeated throughout your decoration. When you mix 10 different shades, the house loses harmony and looks more cluttered, even if it's clean. On the other hand, when you choose a clear palette, for example, red and gold if you like something classic, white and silver if you prefer something elegant and modern, or green and wood tones if you want a more natural and warm style, your home starts to look intentional, as if everything were perfectly coordinated without having spent too much. The magic is in repetition. A cushion, a candle, a ribbon, a bauble. Small details that, by sharing the same colors, make the atmosphere look professional and cozy at the same time. Also, choosing a palette saves you time, because every ornament you place already fits visually without you having to rack your brain looking for combinations. It's a simple but tremendously powerful trick. When the colors talk to each other, your house feels more organized, more balanced, and with a consistent Christmas aesthetic that surprises anyone who walks through the door. The third tip is to light strategically. Many people think that to achieve a beautiful Christmas home they have to fill everything with lights, but the truth is that the magic lies in knowing where to place them, not in how many you have. Warm, soft, well-distributed lighting can transform an entire space without overloading it. Place small lights in key spots, near the tree to highlight its natural glow, next to a window so that the light reflects inward and creates a broader effect, on shelves where you normally don't decorate anything, or in that forgotten corner that never has any prominence and now can become a small visual gem. Christmas lights don't just illuminate, they create atmosphere. A soft light at the end of the hallway, a garland over a piece of furniture, a warm lamp turned on in the afternoon. All of this makes your house feel calmer, cozier, and homier. The key is to create points of light that guide the gaze and wrap the space in a sense of calm and warmth. That way, even simple decoration feels more elegant and more alive. The right lighting doesn't just change how your house looks, it changes how it feels. And that is exactly what you're looking for at Christmas. Fourth, decorate with things you already have. Many homemakers believe that for the house to look Christmassy they need to buy new ornaments every year. But the truth is that Christmas is built more with creativity than with money. Look around you, a pretty mug, a glass jar, a tray you almost never use, books with warm-toned covers, pine cones you picked up on an outing, dry branches from the garden. All of that can become decoration if you group it with intention. The key is to bring together objects that have a visual relationship with each other. Similar colors, similar textures, or sizes that complement each other. For example, a tray with a candle, some pine cones and a little old book already creates a magical centerpiece. A jar with a small branch and a red ribbon can look more elegant than a store-bought ornament. Even a mug filled with little bowls or candies adds a charming Christmas touch. When you decorate with things you already have, your home feels more authentic, more yours, and at the same time you reduce that excessive consumption that often makes us spend unnecessarily. Christmas should not be about filling the house with new things, but about giving new meaning to what already exists. And when you achieve that, every corner feels warm, personal, and full of charm. The fifth tip is to create a themed corner, and this trick is so powerful that it can transform your entire house without you having to decorate all of it. It's incredible how a small, well-thought-out space can change the energy of a whole home. The idea is to choose a single place that becomes your special Christmas spot, that corner that, every time you look at it, reminds you why you love this season: warmth, family, light, memories, excitement. It doesn't have to be big, or expensive, or sophisticated, it just has to have intention. That corner can be at the entrance of your house, so that the Christmas spirit welcomes everyone from the very first second. Picture it: someone opens the door and the first thing they see is a warm light, a small, carefully arranged decoration, a detail that says, "Christmas is lived here." Or it can be a side table that normally goes unnoticed, a piece of furniture that is always there but never has any prominence. Suddenly, with a single change, that piece becomes a point of magic. It can also be the dining room, where the family gathers to talk, or even a corner of the living room that has never had any importance and that now can become the emotional heart of your home. What truly matters is that this corner has intention. It's not about placing things just because, but about choosing elements that, together, tell a small story. It can be a warm candle whose soft light creates an intimate atmosphere, a tray with ornaments that mix textures and colors, a Christmas figure that you really like, a small tree decorated with delicacy, natural branches that bring scent and life, soft lights that create depth, or even a picture or a Christmas message that inspires you. You don't need to cram it or fill it with things. In fact, sometimes less is more. It's enough to group 3 or 4 objects that converse with each other to create a small scene that conveys emotion. That mini Christmas altar not only beautifies your home, it elevates your entire decoration. It is a focal point, that is, a place that automatically draws the eye and visually organizes the rest of the space. Even if your house has few ornaments in other areas, this corner gives the feeling that the whole home is decorated. It's a visual and emotional trick at the same time. You concentrate the magic in one place, and that magic naturally expands to the rest of the house. What's surprising is how such a small corner can have such a big impact. That space becomes your daily reminder of the season, a place that invites you to pause for a moment, breathe, look at the light, connect with calm and with Christmas excitement. Many homemakers tell me that after creating their themed corner, they feel that their home changed completely. It looks warmer, cozier, more special, and all with very few elements. And that's the beautiful thing about this tip. You don't need to cram, you don't need to spend, you don't need to decorate every centimeter of your home. You need intention, harmony, and a small space that represents everything Christmas means to you. That corner will become the Christmas heart of your home, a spot that invites the family to gather, to talk, to touch the ornaments, to light the candle, to take pictures, to enjoy. It is a corner that is not only looked at, it is lived. The sixth tip is to dress your home with warm textiles. Many times we think that the magic of Christmas is only in the shiny ornaments, in the tree or in the lights, but the truth is that textiles are what really transform the feeling of the space. They are the ones that make a house feel embraced, held and ready for winter. When you change covers, blankets or cushions for winter colors or textures, it's as if you were putting a soft, cozy coat on your home. Suddenly, your living room no longer feels cold or empty. It feels alive, warm, and deeply Christmassy. Thick knit has the ability to transmit visual warmth even before you touch it. Just seeing it already gives you a feeling of home. Wool, with its irregular texture and handcrafted look, evokes that winter tradition, crafts, things made with love. Velvet brings instant elegance. Its soft sheen changes with the light and adds depth to any sofa or chair effortlessly. And that soft, furry fabric, the one you see and automatically want to stroke, literally invites you to sit down, to stay a little longer, to rest, to talk, to enjoy. When you introduce these textures, the change is immediate. Even if you haven't put up many decorations, your home starts to feel more intimate, more cozy, more prepared for December. A blanket folded at the foot of the sofa can make the living room look like a place designed for sharing. Cushions in warm tones, wine red, beige, pine green, cream, chocolate with winter prints can turn a simple sofa into a cozy corner. A textured table runner makes the dining room look more elegant without needing to add so many ornaments. Even a fluffy rug in a corner can turn a forgotten space into a perfect place to read or rest. But the most important thing is that textiles have an emotional power that few people consider. They are not just decoration, they are experiences. A soft blanket hugs you. A comfortable cushion invites you to rest your back. A thick, soft rug cushions your steps and gives you a feeling of home. These elements make your house feel livable, lived in, ready to receive special moments. They create an atmosphere that invites you to slow down, to enjoy home, to share, to feel held. In the middle of December, when the weather changes and everything around you is filled with lights, what truly turns an ordinary space into a real Christmas home is that feeling of a warm refuge. That place you arrive at after a long day and feel that it wraps you, that it receives you, that it calms you. Textiles do that. They are the quietest part of the decoration, but the one that most transforms the soul of the home. If you want your house to feel magical, start with what you can touch. That's where Christmas begins. 7th, incorporate natural elements. This is one of the most powerful tricks and, at the same time, one of the most forgotten when we talk about Christmas decoration. Nature has a beauty that cannot be imitated, a beauty that conveys something no store-bought ornament can buy: authenticity. The irregular textures, the colors that change with the light, the sense that you feel even before seeing the object. All of that adds a deep warmth that fills your house with life. When you integrate natural elements, your home stops feeling decorated and starts feeling alive, breathing, connected to the season of the year. Imagine placing some fresh pine branches on the dining table. You don't need to make an elaborate wreath or anything complicated. Just lay them down gently, let their tips fall to one side and allow that deep green to become the star. Now think of a vase with eucalyptus. Not only does it look elegant and minimalist, but it releases a soft, relaxing aroma that spreads naturally through the room. It's a clean, fresh, almost therapeutic scent that matches the season perfectly. Pine cones are a free treasure that many people overlook. If you pick them up on a walk or buy them cheaply, you can place them inside a wooden bowl, on a tray, next to some candles, or even on shelves to give a rustic and cozy touch. Their shapes are unique, each one different, and that makes your decoration look less manufactured and more organic. You can also incorporate slices of dried orange. Their warm, almost golden tone reflects the light in a beautiful way, and their sweet citrus aroma combines perfectly with cinnamon or clove if you want to enhance the fragrance. Small logs also add a very wintry aesthetic. You can stack them in a corner, place them in a basket, or use them to visually elevate other objects. That natural wood texture, with its grain and warm color, adds instant depth to any space. And if you want something extremely simple but striking, place a couple of dry branches in a vase. They are minimalist, modern, and, with a small Christmas tucha ribbon, a tiny light, a slice of fruit, they look spectacular. The wonderful thing about natural elements is that they connect your home emotionally with the season. The intense green of pine reminds you of forests and cold weather. Eucalyptus brings a feeling of freshness and cleanliness. Pine cones evoke winter, fireplaces, cozy shelters. Dried fruits bring nostalgia, homemade cooking, and warm memories. And when you combine these elements, you create a harmonious atmosphere that wraps everything effortlessly. You don't need technique, you don't need to know how to decorate professionally, you just need to group, balance, and observe. In addition, this tip is extremely inexpensive, but the impact it creates is enormous. When someone enters your home and smells the natural scent of pine mixed with the soft aroma of eucalyptus and that sweet hint of dried orange, the experience changes completely. Your home feels fresh, warm, and deeply Christmassy without being saturated with artificial ornaments. Nature has that ability to fill a space with charm without visual noise, without excess, without overwhelming. And the nicest thing of all is that these elements adapt to any style. If you have classic decoration, they complement it. If it's modern, they soften it. If it's rustic, they enhance it. If it's minimalist, they make it cozier. Nature, when well integrated, doesn't compete with your decoration. It elevates it. It makes every corner feel more alive, more authentic, and more magical. And in the end, that's what we're looking for at Christmas. A home that embraces, that smells delicious, that inspires calm, that invites you to stay, and that conveys that feeling of "this is special, without needing to spend or complicate things. If you want a trick that really makes a difference, this is one of the most powerful you can apply. And the 8th tip is to create a daily Christmas moment. Because, although decorating the house is beautiful, the real magic of Christmas is not in the objects. It is in the rituals, in what you do over and over again until it becomes a habit, in that which your family looks forward to almost without realizing it. They are those little moments you repeat every day that make your home feel alive, present, and connected to the season, even if you don't have the house full of ornaments. Think about this. Christmas isn't just the 24th and 25th. It's everything that happens before, every gesture, every detail, every today. We also do this because it's Christmas. It can be something as simple as turning on the lights together when evening falls. Imagine the scene. You've already finished most of your tasks, it's starting to get dark outside, and you, instead of letting the day fade away just like that, take a minute to go to the tree, to the garlands, to the electric candles, and you turn them on with intention. That warm glow, every day at the same time, symbolically marks the beginning of a calm evening. It's like telling your house and your family, this is where the busy part of the day ends, now we begin the nice, slow part. If you have children, they start associating that moment with Christmas. If you live with your partner, it becomes a little daily complicity, and if you live alone, it is a gift you give yourself. Another beautiful ritual can be preparing a hot drink every night, a tea, a thick hot chocolate, milk with cinnamon, an apple and clove infusion. It doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. What matters is the intention with which you make it. Instead of ending the day running, collapsing on the sofa looking at your phone, you decide that your last awake minutes will be conscious. You heat the water, you smell the aroma that starts coming out of the mug, you hear the sound of the spoon as you stir. And you allow yourself to sit and drink it slowly without rush, even if it's only for 5 minutes. That comforting pause becomes your Christmas breath moment, something your mind and body start to look forward to every night. You can also play soft Christmas music while you do those tasks you don't really love, while you cook, while you wash the dishes, while you fold the clothes or clean the dining table. It's not the same to scrub pots in silence, exhausted, as it is to do it with a calm melody in the background that reminds you that you are decorating your life, not just your house. That soundtrack transforms the everyday into something special. Suddenly, folding towels is no longer just folding towels. It's your moment to sing quietly, to think, to feel grateful. It changes your mood without you having to change your whole routine. Even dedicating just 10 minutes a day to tidying up a corner so that everything looks nicer can become a very powerful Christmas gesture. We're not talking about a deep clean, but about a micro-ritual. Today I tidy the coffee table, tomorrow the entryway, the day after tomorrow the TV stand. You put on a song, you set a mental timer, and for 10 minutes you only focus on leaving that space a little better than yesterday. It's your silent way of telling your home, you deserve to be well taken care of, you deserve that I pay attention to you. And the wonderful thing is that, without big efforts, little by little everything improves and you start feeling more in control, more at peace. These small rituals, repeated day after day, are the ones that truly remain in memory. Maybe your children, your partner, or even you yourself, in a few years, won't remember exactly which ornaments you put up this year. But they will remember that in the evenings you turned on the lights together, that every night there was a hot drink that smelled like cinnamon, that the house sounded different in December, that you had that habit of leaving a corner looking nice before ending the day. That excites the family and makes Christmas truly felt, not just seen. The decoration is the stage, yes, the lights, the tree, the cushions, the garlands. But the moments you create are the story. Without your rituals, your house may look very pretty but feel empty. On the other hand, when you combine both things, a cozy atmosphere plus small habits full of care, your home's energy changes. It's not just a decorated place, it is a lived-in, inhabited, loved space. And that's where the real Christmas magic appears, the kind that can't be bought, the kind that is built. When you allow yourself to create a daily Christmas moment, even if it's very simple, you are telling yourself, I also deserve to enjoy this season, not just get tired in it. You're taking Christmas out of automatic mode and bringing it into conscious mode. And so, little by little, your house turns into that warm, magical home full of meaning that you so much want to experience at this time of year. Not only for others, but also for you. If you apply these 8 tips, your house will not only look magical on the outside, but it will feel alive on the inside, full of that Christmas spirit that cannot be bought, that is created. Every scent, every soft light, every themed corner, every warm texture, and every little daily ritual will make your home become a beautiful, cozy refuge full of meaning. You don't have to decorate like in a magazine or spend a fortune. Intention, care, and small details repeated with love are enough. And I promise you something, your family will feel it, you will feel it, and this December will be lived in a different way, calmer, warmer, more yours. And if you liked this video, homemaker, give me a like so I can keep creating content that accompanies you in your home. Subscribe so you don't miss the next organization and decoration tips, and tell me in the comments, what Christmas detail can't be missing in your home? I'll love to read you, because every home has its own magic.